What's up, guys? It's Ramon from NyneBlockGaming&Collectibles coming at you with another review. This time it is going to be of the QQLAM Super Saiyan 3 Goku plus bang kits to turn other characters into Super Saiyan 3 variations. This one here is a Vegeta. I'm going to use that to show the difference in between Fairy Tail Customs, SS3, and QQLAMs. I also have the things that come with them. So quickly, we have Black. He will come with his mask that you have to glue the pieces in together, and the glue kind of dulled out the one right there, you can see, and it came with a paint flake or chip right underneath that black there. As you can see, it's hard to notice, not very noticeable at all because it's white on white. Not sure why you paint the front of the mask white if it's white plastic underneath, because then you just avoid that altogether, and the grooves having the paint in it would avoid fingernail scratches since it's grooves, but not the case. It was painted even though it's white behind, and it's chipped when it arrived. Okay, I have it here. It comes with the half-broken mask as well. I stole the scythe from the demoniacal fit. The pointing finger actually comes in the kit, so you get all these hands: gripping hand, pointing hand on both hands, and a gripping hand on both. Here is the gripping hand with the ring. You get some earrings that you can put on. Currently don't have it on, as you can see. They fall off fairly easily on mine. There's another gripping hand, shouting face, angry face, and a half smirking. The face sculpts look really good. Here's your half broken mask, and these well, the full mask will fit a character's face very well. Even the older Goku faces, Goku black faces, it fits on. So you can use that. You don't have to use it on the SS3. You can use that on the other ones. And one of the things he includes, and I'll get into that. And here's some water decals, earrings. But one of the things he includes, you have to glue all the pieces onto the mask again. The jewels, a little gold piece at the bottom. That's somewhat annoying for the price point we pay. But he includes some sticky tack. And you're going to need it. And we'll get into that. It's frustrating for me how much of that I actually needed. But luckily, I bought 4, and I had plenty of sticky tack. So now for your regular SS3. As you can see, I don't actually have a Goku. I was originally going to buy 5 of these. I'm kind of glad I didn't with all the QC issues. Because Vegito and Goku are going to be coming out with Kong. But you get rings if you want to make it a Vegito. Here's your Vegito bang piece. So this is the bang kit. This could also be used for Gohan. Some images he has a smaller bang and a larger bang. Some they're the same size. Same one with them to the side for a Gohan. And this is shown for Gogeta. But I'm not certain on why you have this head sculpt. Maybe you can sculpt a triangular piece down and get a Vegeta out of it. Maybe that was the intention. Unsure as to why you have that, because not many characters. He shows it off with the Gogeta again, but Gogeta always has a bang in almost every image I've ever saw. So one of the main issues, and I'll show it off now here with this Trunks, is I bought this front bang kit, and with the kit, you get these two bangs here, and there's grooves notched out into the front bang kit that these are supposed to go into. Well, there was no way they were going to fit. They're currently held on by putty, and the reason I'm doing that is because the heads are so heavy. If this thing falls over and falls onto those bangs and I glue them in, they're surely breaking off. And one bang's actually longer than the other, so I don't know if that tip already broke in the bag, but here is a huge issue. So when I received these, it was far worse. I had to actually take file pieces down and drill the hole out in the back because some of them were angled the wrong way, so it would angle the front bang piece up and leave huge gaps in the front. But as you can see, there's still a gap here, and this was probably working on this thing for an hour. And for it to stay in, you see all that sticky tack? That is the only way it's going to stay in. And these are priced, I paid $150, I think, a piece, plus a large sum to get all these shipped to me. And every single one, black, all four I bought for $150 a piece, has this QC issue of being extremely hard to get the face plates to stay. Look at the gap on this thing. Look at the face plate, how far it is. It was shown that these would be, it was identical. This body was shown off. Now I have a kit on it, but this body was shown off with this face plate on it, so this is why I bought. So with no explanation of, hey, you're going to have this huge gap in this head sculpt. There was no explanation of that. And Gogeta is the best fitting one. Let me get him off the stand quick. But there's still a big gap. Look at that. Look how much space that's supposed to be sealed up. Let me turn this guy around. Look at that. You see all that sticky tack back there? It's the only way this is staying on. So at the price point that these were going for, that is a incredibly disappointing feature that they don't work as intended. They really don't. The amount of sticky tack I have to use to keep these guys on is ridiculous. The peg that it fits on, so you're gonna have to change your neck pegs out. The only pegs that they fit on is a official S.H.Figuarts Goku Black or a Goku. So all three of these figures, the neck peg was swapped. It doesn't include a neck peg. That's somewhat frustrating, I believe, is when you have promo. And now I'm gonna break my expensive headpiece. Look at that. The faceplate's just falling off. Not sure if you guys can see that. So I see a lot of these on eBay right now for $300. I know people really wanted these and like these head sculpts, and I'm going to tell you right now, wait for Kong. They look amazing when they're on, but I'm telling you, for all four of these figures, I had to spend an hour each to get the head sculpts how you see them right now. It was not an easy task. It was extremely difficult. I had to use drill bits and drill opposite directions where the peg holes were drilled because it just did not work and left huge gaps. And there was just, and this was dry fitting. So out of the bag, if you just tried putting the bangs that came with it, it wasn't putting it on a certain figure. It was just that way from the get-go. But the look is really good. I'll do a quick 360 of this hair. So it looks like the best SS3 we currently have, but it's very reminiscent of Kong. Kong, I think, is going to be very close to what this is. Another issue I had is this unplugs, and as you can see some of the dry pieces that are in there. I had to sand those down because they weren't finished correctly. So there's a round peg right there, and that's supposed to slide onto there to stay, and it wouldn't because there was too much excess plastic left in the middle. Now you can look at that. This faceplate is literally just hanging on because of sticky tack. That's why it's on there. No other reason, or else it would fall right off. So they look amazing. I mean, just from the front angle, from the back, they look really well. It's a shame that they just don't fit on these heads like they should. It's a shame that these bang pieces don't work at all for the face. Look, sticky tack, every single one of them, a ton of it. I needed a ton of it. It was the only way any of these, and the neck for Gogeta and the Trunks body is identical to Goku. So it's not that those necks are too wide. This is what Gohan's problem is. His neck is too wide, so the faceplate is blocked by the neck. But for Trunks and Gogeta, it's not the case, and it still is a huge problem. So I showed off the bangs. Now I'm going to show off the accessories with the SS3. Now I'll show you. So this is a fairy tale, but you know, the faceplate fits very well. It's very nicely painted where that's just plastic. There's no paint or shading. So Fairy Tales looks very good. And to be honest, I like QQLAM stuff. I just believe he was so rushed into these things by the community that these mistakes were made. But you still gotta, regardless of the reasoning, you still have to, you know, give people partial refunds for the messed up. Like, I had to work on these things. I could have if I had the image of this, I could have 3D printed it. It would have took me just as long to drill out holes and place face plates on these as it did for me to fix the mistakes that were made to begin with. I had to sand down all the parts, drill the holes out. There were spots that were hitting once I got the holes drilled out correctly that I had to sand down. There was glue on some of the bang pieces that I have no idea why, or maybe it was clear plastic. So that's the bang that originally comes with it. You get these hands for Goku. So 2 pointing, 2 gripping, 2 different size gripping hands. You get your sticky tack again. You're gonna need it. And then you get this halo piece, and it doesn't work as intended. So you plug this in here, and it's supposed to sit. This one is extremely loose. Something like this, I would assume, but there's no way to get those to stay. There's no way to get that to stay. You need sticky tack or something of that nature. The design is not very good on this. I've tried pushing it down onto the hair to get it to like notch in, but then even this piece is too loose. And it stays. Oh no, that was because my finger was kind of holding it on. So that piece is loose. So the halo doesn't work as intended. You're going to need sticky tack and glue for that. The heads don't work as intended. It was a very disappointing purchase. I love having these characters in my collection. I do. I love this black. I love the fact I have the masks. I had a Fairy Tale and I sold it because this was cheaper. I regret that decision entirely. I wish I would have kept the Fairy Tale. Another thing I'm just going to gripe about is I got his Yardrat kit, and I got 3 of them, and one came without the shoulder pad or the scarf that goes around his neck, a little purple scarf. This is the one. It's not in there. I can't make a Yardrat Goku. It was $150, and I can't even make the figure. And I've messaged the website in which I purchased this off of, and had no response whatsoever. So disappointing. I just wish the QC was better in this situation. If it wasn't, you just have to talk to your customers, whether it's the website you're using or you yourself have to reach out and say, hey, I'm going to fix these problems. I'd like to get another front bang kit. You know, one of the main reasons I bought it, I'm only using 2. So 50% of my purchase was unusable without major cosmetic differences that was shown off in the package. Because if you zoom in on that, it looks good from the shelf from a distance, but having that sticky tack in the front really hinders how trunk looks. But they're good. I wish you would have finished it. You know, I wish you would have finished it off the correct way, and done it that it wasn't an issue. So here, that there wasn't issues, and I wouldn't have had to fix all these. Now there's people that got ones that worked. I wasn't so lucky. All 4 of these I had to make major improvements on. Look at that big unsightly. That's the best I could do. Hour each. This is the right neck. There's nothing preventing it going back aside from the sculpt itself. Little pieces of plastic and such. I sanded it down as much as I felt comfortable, and that's what I ended up with. So guys, if you see it for 150 and you can do the improvements needed, sanding, drilling, without ruining these things, SS3 is awesome. I personally would wait for Kong's release, but I mean, up to you. 300's not the way you want to go. But that's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video on the QQLAM SS3 Goku, Gogeta, Trunks, Gohan, and Vegito headsets. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you want to see more from me as I release, please subscribe to the channel. All right, guys. See ya.